Good day, Chicago, 7:23 right now, and the healthcare debate continues to heat up as President Obama hits the road.
Yesterday, he talked with 1,800 people in New Hampshire, and he told them his plan will cover you when you actually get sick, not just when you are paying your premiums. Joining us to break this all down is political analyst Thom Serafin. Good morning to you. It seems like the White House certainly has this PR nightmare on their hands right now. Do you think they've gone about this the right way?
Well, no. I mean, that's why it's a nightmare today. Barack Obama, right now, only 41% of the people in the country disapprove of what he's doing, but only 54% approve of what he's doing. The Congress is where the problem is. 60% of the people in this country disapprove of their job. And when they have town meetings, that's their job to represent people. I think there's finally a new paradigm. You know, all of a sudden, they go to Washington and tell us what they think is good for us. I think the American people now are fed up in telling them what's good for us, and they should go to Washington and represent us and not business.
You know, President Obama probably thinks this is simple. Let me just try to fix a problem that we have in this country, health care. Everyone agrees that there needs to be something be done. And he says, my plan is to offer a government alternative, not something to replace your private insurance company, but something that's kind of like a safety net. But people after people at these town hall meetings say, we don't believe you. We don't trust the government. Why is that?
Well, let's go back about 6 months ago when we had the bailouts in the banking industry, and we had the big billions and billions of dollars in bailouts. Where did that money go? And did we see any of that? Did we lose our mortgages? Did we have problems here? Did we lose our incomes, our life savings back in last fall? September 15th is when that crash happened in the market. In October and November, what happened to our savings? It's ironic that you see these people that are irate at these town meetings. They're kind of my age, they're 50 plus, and they represent the people from the 60s that got up and were active participants in being vocal against the war and for civil rights. All of a sudden, they're reawakening because they saw their life savings go down the drain. Now they're seeing their health care maybe go in the same direction. Government is not to be trusted. They gave us the Iraq war. We've talked about this before. Last night, yesterday, the president says the post office is probably having more of a problem than UPS and FedEx. I'm paraphrasing him, but he compared the post office. I think he didn't want to say that. He was off teleprompter. But maybe. Well,
the point there was that, look, you know, here's two private companies doing what a federal government is doing, and they're doing all right. They didn't disappear. The private companies didn't disappear. But that message got completely lost.
The Postal Service is pretty much bankrupt. They want to go 5 days a week as opposed to 6 now, so you don't want to.
And what's more complex than delivering mail? Brain surgery? Literally?
There's been a couple of screw-ups. In fact, Robert Gibbs said yesterday that if the plan fails, cable news is to blame. He said, quote, I think we all have something to lose if we let cable television meetings kill healthcare reform for another year. So it's cable news and not the bill that people don't like?
Well, you know, you're in the television business, you know what you're doing. How do you attract viewers? If you take a look at Fox Television, when he's saying cable news, he's talking about Fox Television. I think on August 10th of last week, the top 4 or 5 shows on cable news was Fox, different programs on Fox Television, news programs. CNN and MSNBC were in the very bottom. You have millions and millions of people watching Fox News. Why are they watching all these different shows on Fox Network? Is it because they're going to some place where they think they're getting the right news, no spin, or are they going someplace else? And I think that's the problem. They're trying to compete with somebody, they're trying to fight with somebody, they're trying to push back with someone, rather than talk about what's really good for the American people. And remember, the President of the United States is President of the United States. I don't think he really understands the mystique of that office. He speaks for everyone. It's not about these people that were bad here or good here or stupid here or not stupid or bright here. He speaks for everyone. He can't divide as president. He has to pull people together. When you run a campaign, and they're in campaign mode, it's about divide and conquer. They're doing that now with the country, a very dangerous thing. You cannot do that and succeed. Other presidents haven't been able to succeed that way. He won't succeed.
You know, but a lot of people think that this heated issue has become politicized, that it's a matter of Republican versus Democrat, rather than the issues in hand.
Well, you take a look at the middle. The middle is what's important. The middle vote, the independent vote, that's swinging in the other direction. He had that vote, and that's how he got elected. You're going to have the 30 here, the 30 here, 35% on both sides. But it's that middle vote, and that middle vote people are now, the independent vote, are the ones that are sliding under 50% as far as approval of the presidency right today. So he's losing that very important constituency. And it's not about Republican and Democrats. Remember, the Democrats control everything. All three branches of government, they're in charge of everything. They have veto proof in the Senate now with the...
Yeah, but we're talking about the reaction we're seeing from people at these meetings, and a lot of it has to do with people who are angry and yelling, and you got to wonder how much of it is based politics, how much is based on the issue at hand.
I think you've got, of everything you're seeing, I think it's 80% real. I went to Dan Lipinski's...
There's a lot of questions.
Right, I went to Congressman Dan Lipinski's town hall meeting during the spring recess 2 months ago, 3 months ago. People were angry about losing their fortunes, angry about losing their retirements. They were angry the way Congress and Barney Frank were running this country. And Dan Lipinski had voted the right way as a Democrat. But these people were angry with him. And they were overflowing.
It's a legitimate anger, right?
And now you see health care going south on them. And now health care is not the issue. It's the catalyst for what you talked about. They're no longer trusting Congress. It's a two-party system. It's a two-class system. If Congress was really with us, on our side, why not take the same health care plan? Why not go to the same public schools that they are saying you have to do that? If every politician in Chicago went to the Chicago public schools, we'd have a better system.
We've got you as a passion as some of the people at these town hall meetings.
Tom,
We've just run out of time, but it's good to have you back on and give us your thoughts on it.